I just got my Beat Buddy Mini. It's a great device, especially if you're in a small band and you can't have a drummer with you all the time. This does so many different beats, but I'm going to show you a way to make it just a little bit better. Okay, we have the output, we have the foot switch, it's all geared up to go. I want to show you something here. The instructions that came with it said that you really need a Beat Buddy foot switch. And I agree, you do need a foot switch, but not necessarily a Beat Buddy foot switch, just any switch that will give you the signal whenever you push one button or the other one. So what I'm going to be using is one that I picked up for $2 in a junk shop. It's from Korg. I guess it was made maybe 40 years ago or so. And it has the same here. It has your left switch and your right switch. But we're going to go one better on that. It says on the instructions that when your Beat Buddy is making the rhythm, that if you hit this switch over here, that you're going to get a cymbal crash during the course of the song. And there's two things here that really bug me. One is, why would you devote 1 out of 3 buttons just to a cymbal crash? And another thing that bugs me is, every song begins with a drum roll of some sort. It says, just like real drummers do. I'm not sure if this was designed by a musician or an engineer who's not in a band. But no, not every song does begin with a drum roll. So why don't we just try to make this a little bit better than that? With what you see here, we don't need to put the mini Beat Buddy on the floor. It can be up on your podium or wherever you want to keep it, right beside your guitar and so on, so that you can easily get to it, go to a new genre, song, or speed without picking it up off the floor or bending over all the time. Also, I heavily recommend a volume pedal. Since I saved $47 on the buttons that you see on the right, I was able to afford a good volume pedal, because you want that mini Beat Buddy up by you so you don't need to take your hands off the guitar very often. You want that floor button so you don't need to take your hands off the guitar. And also the volume. You can adjust the volume during the course of a song, and you don't have to touch the mini Beat Buddy during the course of a song. It allows you to get going with this really fast. But the main thing is, you don't have to start every song with a drum roll. Let me show you what I mean. What I'm going to do next is take the back off of this. Now we're going to be voiding the warranty probably when we take the back off of this, but the thing only costs $100, and you can make it into a $200, maybe a $300 machine by what we're doing. And it's if you're careful, it's almost impossible to screw up on what I'm about to show you. Okay, the back is off. Now this really isn't very complicated. It doesn't look it, at least, but all you need to do is get at this. Now there's 2 solder joints right here and right here. What we want to do is to solder about a 1/2 inch wire from here, which is the cymbal crash, to here, which gives you a beat during the song. So let's solder that on there and see what it looks like. Be careful not to overheat or anything like that. It's real easy to solder this stuff. I've just soldered a wire from the crash symbol from your foot switch to the start, stop, and rolls. About a 1/2 inch of wire. You can pause this and look at it as long as you want. It's the solder joint that is the closest to the crash symbol right here from there to there. 1/2-inch wire will do it. Solder is good and secure, so it won't come loose in the thing. Let's put the back on and see how it sounds. Most of the purpose of everything we've just done is to be able to keep your hands on your bass or your keyboard or your guitar while you're working the Mini Buddy. You don't want to be adjusting everything as you go through, including the volume. So since I saved $47 on the Mini Buddy switch right here, got this piece of junk that still works. This is the way it sounds ordinarily. If you start it, you can start it from right here. Let's stop it. There we go. We stopped it. But with the volume pedal the whole way back, you can start it. And now it's started. But you don't want to start with the drum roll in the song. So the right side is your pause button. Now, you want to start the song. Put the volume pedal to about where you want it. Push this, and you begin with the beat. During the course of the song, you don't want to be pushing that button on the Mini Buddy all by yourself there, so why don't you just do it right here. Pause it during the course of the song. Pause it at the end of the song, so you don't have to end the song with a crash like this. You can just start it with a pause instead, like there, and put the volume pedal back, and you have it. Just a little wire, a volume pedal, and any old, you can make these yourself. It's just 2 contact switches. This already came with them, and I only got it for $2, so you can make your Mini Buddy, Mini Beat Buddy, into a very usable instrument. You can experiment with this, but with this setup right here and that 1/2-inch wire, you can really make the Beat Buddy work for you. Thank you.